Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, here in the Bluegrass State, where the hospitality flows freely. Home of the Kentucky Wildcats and the Big Blue Nation, ready for this collision today. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Lagway. Receiver makes the grab. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 10. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. There's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
I love a game like this when you get the running back involved. Just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
And now the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everyone wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
The back's got it. He shreds the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Back in motion now. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up the zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Using his legs here. They chased him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the 1st down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back to pass. It's Lagway. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The pass is dropped. This would have been a big gain. Couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Kentucky 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Remember last time they were on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Looking to throw it deep. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
2nd down after the incompletion. They're going to run it here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. The Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Punt quickly. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking for some space. It's Daniels. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Lagway. And he's tackled after the catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Talking about quickness, the play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. To throw, it's Lagway. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a hand up. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
It's the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Gators will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, there's nothing better than that. Fourth down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
And the Gators looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Florida 14, Kentucky 0.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
Bringing it out. It's Patterson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Play action here on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Oh, here comes the reverse. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Back to pass. It's leg way. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Tight end goes in motion. Makes a quick grab. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against him now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call. And you see an important play coming up. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Good knock. On for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They're short on 4th down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. This try is no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14 in a two-possession game.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Handoff to the back. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it through the coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, you better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Let's take a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Fighting off the tackler. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
And they'll take over.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Tackled on the play at the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on a first down.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort. It's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Running back has it on the screen now. A 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Emergency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on scores. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. I love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. He's found some room at the 45. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They spot it down here to the 31.
Man, I love this play call here by the offensive coordinator. They keep the defense out of position. They turn that into a nice chunk of yardage. But the execution was great, and the timing of when to call the play. The defense was lulled to sleep, and before they could react to the jet sweep, he's downfield for a huge gain.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. Get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Handoff heading left. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they'll set up for the PAT. At the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll stop him behind the line. They lost him 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
To the air. It's Lagway. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And he's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tailback with another carry. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football. Roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 3rd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here we go on 4th down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
What a job in this offense picking up the 1st down. There was a play call that you look at where you are in the field. if you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Tiny space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I'm really surprised they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And there's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? Russell out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down. Boy, to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
The Florida offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Finally, they make the tackle for this defense, reeling after a huge explosive play.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
At the 23. Second down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Incomplete. Almost had his second interception of the game. He's going to bring up the third down flag.
Boy, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
First and goal, Florida.
The Gators line it up with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
And after 3, the game is tied.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
It's a nice play by this defense. And now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get it down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense does their job. It keeps them out of the end zone. Now it brings up a fourth down late in this game. As a head coach, you've got to make a decision and go for the field goal to take the lead here.
So instead of trying to break the tie with a field goal, they'll lead the offense out there on 4th and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, what about the mentality here from this offensive coordinator? Instead of throwing the football, they decide to get behind the offensive line, get physical with this defense, and pound it into the end zone.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That is the score. Florida 21.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 13, set to kick this low.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
Well, the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good work by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain in that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. Makes the defender miss. Finding space at the 20. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. He'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, but he left it in the end zone. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick throw to the left side. Pass is caught right near the sideline.
First down.
Does get the foot down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock it down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
At the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go in the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. They'll run it here. And they'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of it.
Touchdown, Gators. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. The ball to the ground. The defense recovers the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Well, a big chunk play to pick up the first down. Now, don't get me wrong, he went out of bounds, but by getting that first down, new set of downs, continue to milk that clock and try to get this win.
First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. There's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They finally corral him at the one.
Just keep turning these yards out, playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, we're thinking about making this a two-possession game with a field goal, but keep eating that clock.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going to be smarter right at the line for no gain.
All right, now what are you going to do here? You have enough confidence in your offense to punch it in from the one? These are the kind of scenarios you practice over and over during the week. This head coach has got a big decision here.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal to hold the breath here. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. Remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
And we're in the fourth quarter. This offense is spreading you out. They're trying to get a one-on-one matchup that they can take advantage of. And what does the defense do? They get aggressive. Late in the game, trying to preserve this lead, they come up with a big sack.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes